go back to something you mentioned, JD, which is this question of culture. And, Bill, I know that the term culture of poverty has a very divisive history and still conjures up very vitriolic debates today. But Bill, you have, over an extraordinary career, created meaningful distinctions about poverty and within that sort of that jargon of poverty. And you've also situated jobless poverty in particular within changes in the economy. Could you tell us what the experiential differences are between jobless poverty and the employed poor?
Well, you really see this when you look at neighborhoods. Neighborhoods in which the overwhelming majority of the population poor but employed is entirely different from neighborhoods in which people are poor but jobless. Jobless neighborhoods trigger all kinds of problems: crime, drug addiction, gang behavior, violence. And one of the things that I focused on when I wrote my book, When Work Disappears, is what happens to inner city neighborhoods that experience increasing levels of joblessness. And we did some research in Chicago, and it was really sad sort of talking to some of the mothers who were just fearful about allowing their children to go outside because the neighborhood was so incredibly dangerous. And I remember talking with one woman, she says, who was obese, and she says, I went to the doctor, he said that I should go out and exercise. Can you imagine jogging in this neighborhood? Because the joblessness had created problems among young people who were trying to make ends meet, and they were involved in crime and drugs and so on. So I would say that if you want to focus on improving neighborhoods, the first thing that I would do would try to increase or enhance employment opportunities.